on how junior scholars have better options, where we explore how technology upends even the most established forms of expertise, and why that matters for the next generation of innovators. In this video, we see professional elite soccer players wearing VR headsets that offer them only a top-down, bird's-eye perspective of the pitch. Despite their extensive on-field experience and finely honed instincts, they suddenly find themselves disoriented, unable to dominate the game as we typically expect. Why is this so powerful? Because expertise in one environment, a player's natural viewpoint, doesn't necessarily translate to an alien environment, especially one mediated by cutting-edge technology. VR changes the variables, forcing even top athletes to rely on unfamiliar cues. Here we see top athletes in a learning position rather than a position of command. It's a vivid demonstration of how technological disruptions can invert who holds mastery. For undergraduates and aspiring researchers, this is a revealing lesson. You don't need a professional's decades of experience to innovate or even outpace them. If you understand how to reshape the rules of a game, literally or figuratively, you can drive novel insights and improvements that catch seasoned experts off guard. Traditionally, excelling in any discipline, be it sports or academics, has demanded years of specialized practice. Yet, as the VR headset experiment shows, even seasoned pros can be stumped when technology changes the rules. This role reversal underscores that raw athleticism can be outpaced by those who understand how a novel system works. For students, this highlights the power of invention. Instead of striving to become an elite player or a recognized expert the old-fashioned way, undergraduates who get early exposure to research and development can redefine what mastery means. In fields like computer science and engineering, they're moving away from rote theory to actively building, breaking, and remaking concepts, as outlined in the Movement for Radical Effective Change in Universities. Polaris emphasizes early research immersion, introducing transformative technologies right at the start of an undergraduate journey. Rather than waiting until graduate school, students learn to formulate hypotheses, test them in practical scenarios, and iterate based on real data, giving them a real sense of agency. This approach transforms the educational experience. Rather than separating theory from application, the Polaris model weaves them together from day one. Students might study sensors that capture player movements in VR while simultaneously learning to code. Collaborations across fields like kinesiology or physiology help them see how distinct disciplines collide, sparking new insights in a fast-evolving tech landscape. Another key shift is moving away from rigid courses and siloed departments toward a fluid, adaptive model. When a groundbreaking technology emerges, be it a new VR headset or an AI-based training app, undergraduates can integrate that discovery right into their coursework. Their studies become a living laboratory, preparing them to pivot and invent, which is precisely what industries and research communities demand. On how to set up computer science and engineering curricula. Accordingly, the Polaris movement by Pep Luis Esteva, in the Medium journal in March 2025, we see a roadmap for integrating research at the core of student learning. Rather than relying on lecture-based instruction that can stagnate, Polaris fosters systems-level thinking, collaboration, sharing of discoveries, and a curriculum that flexes with technological change. This new model extends well beyond the spectacle of professionals fumbling with an inverted viewpoint. It democratizes innovation, challenging our notions of expertise. A single breakthrough in software or hardware can upend decades of entrenched practice, opening doors for undergraduates who may not have formal seniority but bring fresh ideas. It also underscores the importance of resilience. If top-level performers have to recalibrate in a VR setting, it proves that expertise is context-bound. Teaching students to adapt quickly, remain curious, and embrace experimentation fosters graduates who are not only technically competent, but intellectually flexible, ready to excel in roles that may not even exist yet. By engaging with tangible projects like the VR soccer demonstration, we shift from mastering what's established to exploring what's next. Students discover the thrill of exploration, running experiments, gathering data, and building upon each new insight, an approach that encourages genuine curiosity over chasing grades. In a single clip of professionals wearing VR headsets, we witness how expertise can topple when new technology rewrites the rules. This is exactly what initiatives like Polaris aim to capture. The vibrant energy that emerges when young learners tackle real-world problems early on. By intertwining hands-on research, interdisciplinary collaboration, and an agile curriculum, we empower undergraduates to become creators, not just learners. As the VR soccer experiment shows, reinvention, agility, and curiosity can outshine even seasoned expertise when the playing field literally changes. Polaris champions an education model where tomorrow's innovators are forged today, ensuring they're ready for whatever tectonic shifts come next. For students willing to embrace change and navigate new frontiers, there truly is no limit to what they can accomplish, even if it means surpassing those who once seemed untouchable.